The province of Aklan is located in the western Visayas region of the Philippines. Its capital is Calibo. The province is a top producer of abaca and piña fibers, which are dyed and made into cloths, bags, wall decors, and fans. The oldest province in the country has also produced eminent persons in the field of music and the arts, like Telesforo Sukgang and Ananias Morales Atienza. Aklan is more than just the home of the famous Boracay Island and Ati-Atihan Festival. But the province has so much to discover. It is also the dwelling place of the AKEANON-BUKIDNON Indigenous community, the living jewels of northwestern Panay. The AKEANON-BUKIDNON are the indigenous people of Madalag, Libacao, and Nabas Aklan. As a subgroup of the Panay Bukidnon indigenous community, they identify themselves according to the nearest body of water and according to prominent landforms. Thus, the Akyanon use the term to identify themselves who are living near the Akyan River. Along with the other subgroups, the Halawudnon for those who are residing near the Halao River in the highlands of Kalinog, Haniway, and Lambunaw, Iloilo. The Panayanon for those who are close to the Panay River from Tapaz and Hamindan, Capiz. And the Iraynon from the mountainous areas of Valderrama and Lawaan, Antique.
Ula-ula tobi. Kung maula to sa Panay, ilaman. Kung maula di sa Aklan, amon man. Kung maula to sa Baloy, ilaman. Mang maula mato sa Antique ng mga creek na ilaman.
AKEANON-BUKIDNON are excellent hunters and fishers. Their literatures in poetry form were handed down from one generation to another through singing or chanting. They also tell stories, histories, lessons, advice, or practical guide to life through ambahan, which contains a message or testimony being used in the hungaw or the traditional arranged marriages.
Manyagun, katoropan. Nagkrita nga itong IP, itong kaya, na unang tawa.
Agambahan na kung mga example, mga pangasawa,
Tungaw.
pasikreto,
Nagakuan, nagadugo pangaluyan.
Oh, pangaluyan na.
Okay. Bahan.
Tapos, kung medyo punsyonable sa
Oo,
amo,
sa hungaw na mismo.
hungaw na mismo, ambahan pa na dyan.
Tagpito magkita. Tagpito. Ang kunatato magkita. Tagsa. Pagdong kaya. Nagkita. Kunatato kayang timpo. Nagdong kaya. Kayang oras. Hayap-hayapin. Matakon ng adlaw. Isipan. Padang korawan. Maragdong kaya. Natateng. Ibang banwa. Magkita. Aing mangliling doon.
AKEANON-BUKIDNON cultural expressions and practices can be observed in their tugmahunon, which exhibits their analytical skills. And another practice is the sugidanon or the oral narratives.
Itlog ko sa ibang banwa sa sunod iupak na.
Niyog.
Bukon.
Sulod ang
Sa
upak.
sunod na uwa na kana, sa liwan may ginakaon. Pero matuod gid aron sir.
Ginakaon sa sagwa. Anong prutas ang ginakaon ng panig?
Itlog ko sa ibang banwa, sa sunod iupak na.
Ang palit, kinakaon.
Doon sa guang ginakaon. Prutas dun. Sirit na ano?
Kuwan, rong, tiklon et manok,
Ano?
ay, batikulon
Batikulon.
et manok. Ay,
Tamat ah.
di, bukon mo, ay di, sa yung laman hindi kinakain.
Kaya may higpo ba na?
Oo. Ay.
Ay, itlog bang ito ba?
Oo.
Batikulon. Amazing. Sige.
They also express their thoughts and feelings through inagong dance and music making using their bamboo instruments. The bamboo instruments of AKEANON-BUKIDNON are common across Panay Bukidnon community, such as tikumbo, subing, tulali, and gitgit. These instruments are communal in terms of practice from the highlands of Lambunaw, Kalinog, and Tapas. These bamboo instruments serve as their depot of memoirs of success, pains, joys, and grief.
Daya tayo.
Various sets of repertoires are revealed when they express themselves through music making with their bamboo instruments. Tulali is connected to expressions of pains or panghidluka. They play this instrument every time they feel lonely, when one remembers his or her deceased loved ones. AKEANON-BUKIDNON release their anguish through playing bamboo instruments. They express their thoughts and ideas about nature and the supernatural realm. They would create musical pieces that mimic and imitate the sound of wild birds and animals, sound of the wind, the murmur of water, as well as the sound of the supernatural creatures and imaginary beings. Panubing or playing the subing is best described how indigenous people of AKEANON-BUKIDNON express themselves about nature. They create a hypnotic buzzing sound that makes them understand the forces of nature. Usa-usa is an aerophone, is another unique bamboo instrument of AKEANON-BUKIDNON made with biyas it kawayan. AKEANON-BUKIDNON of Barangay Manika and Dalagsaan utilize the usa-usa or bamboo leaf harmonica to imitate or mimic the sound of the wild pigs and deer. Using the sharpened bagakay spear, the hunters attack these wild animals. One non-musical function of this instrument is palpable by using the sound it produces in taming the wild animals so they can go near the prey. This hunting method is similar to that of the Panay Bukidnon's pakirugmon. Tikumbo is considered as both chordophone and percussion. This instrument is used to accompany the inagong dance of AKEANON-BUKIDNON of Barangay Panipiason and Barangay Medina, Madalag, Aklan. During a lunar eclipse, early AKEANON-BUKIDNON people believe that a serpent-like dragon Bakunawa was trying to swallow the moon. They played the katong-katong in the bagto with an enchanting rhythm through kadol, then shouted, "Ulion ro amon buyan, hay abo pa kami iya sa kalibutan," as a form of nice barrage. The katong-katong and bagto is mainly used for communication. In the past, this instrument was used to deliver messages to the player's family members from the neighboring Minuro. The bagto and katong-katong or kalatong are also used to accompany the inagong dance. According to the AKEANON-BUKIDNON of Madalag, inagong is a collection of the dances that imitates the different living creatures in the dense forest of Panipyason and Medina, Madalag. These are tinagsing, imitates tagsing, a kind of bird that frequently skipping on the rocks in the river like Liktinon, binanog or banog, hawk or bird of prey, pinaka or frog, inalibangbang or butterfly, inamo or monkey, and sinuyog or wild rooster. Other instruments are used for thanksgiving, panubad or mimicry, and they serve a vital role in the transmission of indigenous knowledge. AKEANON-BUKIDNON shared some cultural practices and cultural expressions along with the other subgroups. As their cultural identity markers, their instruments are common across Panay Bukidnon community. Despite commonalities, AKEANON-BUKIDNON possesses distinct musical instruments utilized for specific musical functions and non-musical purposes.